Here we are with Broca's area versus Wernicke's area. Of course, with relation to language comprehension, language production. So we are learning about which area in the left hemisphere responsible for the comprehension of the language and which one is responsible for producing or the production of a given language. So here we are. So are you ready to learn? Let's go. Let's start with some discussion time. Okay, do you have any ideas or information about Wernicke's or Broca's areas? So you ask yourself, take notes, write down what are your thoughts right now the about Wernicke's and Broca's areas before we start. If you have any, if you don't have, and if you think you are new to the topic. So let's go and start. We start first with discussing like Broca's and Wernicke and Broca's area. We compare a little bit. So both Wernicke's area and Broca's areas play a critical role in the human language. So it's impossible to imagine a language without these areas, without these mechanisms in the brains. They are very important to speaking and producing and comprehending and understanding the language. So Wernicke's area controls the ability to understand or comprehend the meaning of words. So it's language understanding. Broca's area, on the other hand, controls the ability to speak those words or to produce language, which is basically responsible for language production. So here we are with Broca's aphasia. So let's define aphasia. Also, we can replace aphasia with damage, Broca's damage, okay, or brain damage. So Broca's area. As a result of damage in Broca's area is an area in the brain in the left hemisphere. Okay, so as a result of damage in Broca's, there is a breakdown between one's thoughts and one's language abilities. Okay, so there is a disorder of language. Okay, thus, parents often feel that they know, patients often feel that they know what they wish to say, but are unable to produce the words. They have the ideas, they have the thoughts like any normal human being, but unfortunately, they cannot produce, they cannot speak the words correctly. That is, they are unable to translate their mental images or mental representations to words. They have an image of an apple like anyone else. They have an image of TV, of teacher, of house, but they cannot transmit their thoughts to words. Wernicke's area is responsible for comprehension or understanding of written and spoken language. So here this area is responsible for comprehending, understanding the language. Damage to this area results in a fluent but receptive aphasia. What we mean by this, we mean that people with Wernicke's aphasia, they don't have problem speaking, but they have problem understanding people and understanding what they say. Receptive aphasia may be best described as one who is unable to comprehend written or spoken language. So, what is an aphasia? I know that I have to speak about aphasia first, but I want to make things a little bit more advanced, a little bit more complicated for you to challenge yourself. So, now we are gonna go step by step, and you are gonna fully understand everything. So, now let's speak about an easier thing. So, aphasia. Aphasia in general is a term used to describe a damage or disturbance in the ability to use symbols, either written or spoken. So it's the disturbance in the ability or problem in the ability, okay, for using symbols to communicate information. So it's a problem of communication again. And there are two types of aphasia. There is the first one, which is expressive or fluent aphasia, and next one it's receptive aphasia, or we can say Wernicke is receptive and Broca is expressive aphasia. So here we have the left hemisphere. This is the left brain, okay, the one half of the brain. Here we have the place of Wernicke's, and here we have the place or the area of Broca's. So Broca's aphasia is non-fluent aphasia. That is, people with this type of aphasia are not fluent in speaking. The output of the spontaneous speech is markedly diminished. They cannot speak fluently, spontaneously. There is a loss of normal grammatical structures, things like linking words, small words, conjunctions, prepositions. They've got a lot of problems. They don't speak like that. For example, if you want to say, I have needed some apples, they would instead say, apples, something like this. Apples need, for example, or needing. So they have problems producing. There is no prepositions, there is no linking words, there is no conjunctions. They are all deleted. An example or a clearer example would be something like, I took the dog for a walk. So here a patient with Broca's aphasia, okay, would instead say, I walk dog. They cannot say, I took the dog. They delete all the prepositions, all the things that have less meaning, okay? So here is Wernicke's area. We're gonna learn about it in the next video. So yeah, see you in the next lecture, and let's learn about Wernicke's